looking forward to the Monster Mile. By the way, on a personal note, I got to go up in Miles the Monster last year when we were at Dover.
Yep.
Did you know?
Jealous.
Did you know that you can access Miles there? It's on a platform.
I assumed that you could,
Yes.
but I didn't know they opened it to just anybody.
Well,
Whoa, Doug's not just anybody.
oh, that hurt.
Wow.
Really hurt.
Now,
I was-
how do you access
There's
it?
a door at the bottom, and you go in and you pop up some steps, and there's a platform up there. It's a stage.
Yeah.
At the feet of Miles the Monster, the big, oversized, iconic emblem of the racetrack. And you can come out a trap door and be on the stage. And I was up there interviewing some Philadelphia Eagle players. So, and then they asked me, do you want to go up into Miles's head?
Well, duh.
I passed. I passed on that because it's a little ladder and it looked kind of scary. So
Yeah.
I did not go up into the head of Miles the Monster. I just stayed down on stage level. But I do think that as a marketing tool,
Yeah.
that works beautifully.
It does. It absolutely does. Because, I mean, if you think about the racetrack, too, and the nature of that racetrack with the concrete and the very high banking, it does come up and bite drivers every now and then. So it fits. It fits with the aesthetic there. It fits with everything that they have going on there. And I think they have one of the coolest trophies, too,
Yep.
with Miles. And then you get your particular car. He's holding your car when you win. I think that's very cool.
Brad, are you a fan of the Miles the Monster mascot? That's a lot of
100%.
M's.
Yeah. Look, it's iconic. You want that trophy. Among all of the things that are out there, you want that trophy of Miles the Monster holding your die-cast car in it as a race-winning driver. And look, anytime you have a cool nickname for a racetrack, I think that's just even more awesome because we've got the Monster Mile, we've got the Magic Mile, the Track 2 Tough to Tame, all of these different names for some of the racetracks that we have. And I think the Monster Mile is awesome. And having a concrete monster, because, it really defines everything about Dover. The Monster Mile, it's concrete, it's all of that. I think they did a great job with it.
I think too, Brad used the word iconic, and it is because when you look at that trophy, you don't even need to know.
No.
You know immediately, okay, that is Dover. Like there are certain trophies in our sport that you can look at and know immediately, oh, that's the trophy for the big clock. That's the trophy for Martinsville or Dover's Monster Mile, or even Charlotte in the trophy that they've given away for years for the Coca-Cola 600 with the globe on top and that iconic look. It's not changed every,
No, it's
2
not.
years based off of whoever the presenting sponsor
Yeah,
is.
you didn't go get that trophy at Trophies or
Right,
Us.
right.
So I do like that, and I like the way it shapes up. Brad, I will plead guilty here. I never was a big fan of racing at Dover, and this sounds really self-serving, so I apologize. Until we went up and did the races there live, and I don't know that television does that place justice for how fast the cars are going, how high the banking is, and how tough it is to race there. But once you go in person, I think you get a real appreciation for that place.
Yeah, the one thing they used to say about Dover, and this evolved over time, was the fact that it's not necessarily a self-cleaning track, and it's 24 degrees of banking on the turns and 12 on the straightaways, but when you spun and hit something once, well, you were going to hit something 2 or 3 or 4 times because it was like a pinball machine, because the track is literally wall to wall. There's not very much apron there, but I would agree with you going there and watching them, because the one thing about Dover, the straightaways do have 12 degrees of banking. That's more banking than a lot of our racetracks have in the turns, and that's on the straightaways. And then they drop down into the 24 degrees of banking and come up off of it. The drivers will tell you it's like a roller coaster. And then as the rubber builds up on that concrete racetrack, it doesn't grind into it, it builds up on it. Well, then the track starts to widen out, and drivers say, well, it's now like driving on a skating rink. And then the caution comes out. You can see the tires pick up all of that rubber, and it's all fresh again, and they do it again over the next cycle of a green flag run. So I enjoy what we have at Dover, but I would wholeheartedly agree with you. I say all the time, there is nothing that replaces the at-track experience. I think Dover actually amplifies that.
And Dover is also one of my favorite racetracks because Alexis Erickson got her NASCAR career started there.
I did, yes. Gary Camp, who was still the director of PR there, allowed me to interview him as a young, wide-eyed college student about what it would be like to have a life in sports, and offered me the opportunity to come and work in their media centers, and the rest is history. But it's very cool. It was kind of a full circle moment for me when they became part of the Speedway Motorsports family, because for years they were independently owned, and then Speedway Motorsports and Marcus went ahead and purchased them in Nashville, and I'm so glad that they're part of our portfolio now.
So Brad Gillie and I will be going up to Dover early. We are playing in and then emceeing a charity golf tournament that the Speedway is putting on. Nobody wants to see me play golf, but I think I can handle the MC duties okay. And, Brad, we will get 2 extra days to check out local seafood places. We went to one last year called Boondocks, the whole troop of us, because we were rained out for a day, so we had to go. Excellent. It doesn't have the publicity that the little hole-in-the-wall Sambo's has, but I thought it was excellent. I went to both of them. Brad's going to get indoctrinated, and we're just going to go get as many crabs as our bellies will hold.
Well, they have them for you. So
I'm all about it.
That is a great place to go to get that.
So I'm all about that. And by the way, PRN will have all the action of qualifying and the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and, of course, the Wurth 400 on Sunday from Dover Speedway. Look forward to that. It's a great trip. I'm glad that that's a part of our schedule now. I like that area, and I think the place produces a real good race. Last year, it was really good for the Truex family.
Yes, and that is one of the tracks that that Martin, and his brother both claim as being home tracks. So yeah, it was a great for them, great for the home crowd. It'll be interesting to see who kind of comes out on top there, because you're right, it's such a unique facility. You can't really, as far as I'm concerned, you can't go back on the other 10 races that we've had so far and say, okay, well, they ran good there, so they'll run good at Dover. Like, it's so unique. I'll be interested to see who does come out on top.
Brad, is it too soon to jump on the Chase Elliott train now that he won at Texas? I want to be on that train.
Hey, look, Chase Elliott has 3 top 5 finishes and a win in the last 5 races at Dover, and that win, by the way, came in 2022, the next-gen era. If you want to hop on the Chase Elliott train this weekend at Dover, by all means, because the numbers support it.
I'm buying a ticket at Chase Elliott. It's over already. The number 9 in Victory Lane at Dover.
That is so unlike you, by the way.
I'm never on the Chase Elliott train.
Well, you're never usually on, the train that gets the most people on it. You like to be, naysayers of
I
those trains.
am a contrarian when it comes to things.
Yeah, Doug is like, it's been one race since Tyler Reddick's last win. I think he's done.
I think he's done.
He should retire.
He should just hang it up.
I am quick to dismiss a driver. I really am.
Got a bit of a reputation, as they say.
Well,
get off my lawn.
You got to have something. I am the crotchety old man, and I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I'll just jam myself up.